Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. Today we've got the real-world highway fuel economy test of the 2021 Infiniti Q50 Red Sport 400 all-wheel drive. So in this test we're going to head out 50 miles, do 50 miles back, same route, averaging 70 miles per hour to get a realistic cruising fuel economy average for this car. Before we get started, let's hop out and take a quick look. So this is the high-performance version of Infiniti's compact luxury sedan, the Q50. This was what replaced the G series way back in the early 2010s. Still here, still hasn't really seen any significant refreshes, but this engine is potent. The car pulls hard, especially with this all-wheel drive. We've even got this sport exhaust on there. You can hear that nice purr. Sounds good. We've enjoyed driving it around. If you want to see more on the car, check the link in the description for our full review as well as our in-depth sound system review on this Bose Performance Series audio system. So why do we do this test? Well, the EPA Highway Fuel Economy test, which gives this Infiniti 26 miles per gallon, that test only averages 48 miles per hour over the duration of the test. We feel there are plenty of people who take their vehicles on long, extended road trips at highway speeds, and they'd like to know what these vehicles actually do in the real world. I'm sure you've all been in that situation where you've had a car that says it was supposed to get X miles per gallon from the EPA, and then it turns out to be totally different when you're driving it. So, doing this test, we do our best to replicate real-world testing results, average 70 miles per hour out on the highway, and over 100 miles should get a pretty accurate average of what you should expect with this car. So we're going to fill it up using the 3-click fuel method, same pump for both initial and final fills, and get our result. Now we are using premium fuel as it is required for this engine. There we are, we took 3.5 gallons, should be good for a clean initial fill. I should say the ambient temperature right now is 41 degrees, but I do expect that to get a bit warmer as we get on with the test. And tire pressures are also set to their door placard, 35 psi cold. Before we start the car, we're going to reset our tripometer. We're also going to reset our GPS. Let's see if there's a fuel economy setting we can reset in here as well. Average fuel probably resets along with the trip. And we've got our climate control set to 73 degrees auto, and we're ready to begin. Oh, wait, before we start, there are also drive modes in the Q50. We're going to use Eco. There's also Standard, Sport, Sport Plus, Personal, and Snow. Let's get going. We're going to drive nice and easy to the highway and begin the test there. Now, the goal of this test is not to hypermile, but rather to drive effectively, efficiently, and see what sort of numbers you can realistically expect cruising on the highway. So we're going to get up to speed here, moderate pace. We're going to set our cruise control at 73 miles per hour indicated by the GPS in order to average 70 miles per hour over the entire test. So it looks like with the car set at 73, we're only 72 on the GPS. We're going to bump it up to 74. And we got 73 over there. And we are good to go. Car's cruising at about 2250 RPM here at 73 miles per hour. All decently quiet, but the drone from that exhaust would definitely get old if you're driving this a lot and we're bothered by that sort of thing. Let's close the sunroof. Wind and road noise though, pretty good. Alright, we'll see you at the end of the test. In the meantime, enjoy this time lapse. Coming into the end of the fuel economy test here on the Q50 Red Sport. Don't really know where we're at because you can't reset the fuel economy on the trip computer there, or at least if there is a way, it's not very apparent. So I reset the tripometer and it still didn't reset the fuel economy thing. So that number is baked into the average that we already had built up after filming lightning road videos and driving like a maniac and everything like that. So we are just going to get back to the gas station, fill up using the same method, and take our total miles traveled, divide that by the fuel used, and get ourselves a real world number. Highway comfort's been fine. I take back my criticism from earlier about the exhaust drone. We were on an uphill section when that was happening, and I really haven't noticed it for the rest of the trip. To be fair, I have been sampling the Bose audio system for most of that. It's not the best audio system I've heard, that's for sure, but check the link in the description for a full breakdown on that one. Listen to some same sample tracks we usually do and get a proper evaluation. Seat comfort's okay. The leather in Infinitis is very slippery, so I find myself sliding around a lot. And not the most comfortable seats, but it's fine. Kind of average. So we're going to take it nice and easy back to the gas station, fill up at the same pump, the same method, and get ourselves a result. Okay, there we are. The trip computer on the car and the GPS are very close, within 0.2 miles on this trip. Okay, 3.819 gallons going in. Now remember, the EPA highway fuel economy for the Infiniti is 26 miles per gallon. So if we take our total miles traveled divided by 3.819, we get 26.7, rounding up to 27 miles per gallon. Good job, little Q50. You managed to beat the EPA. Now we do have a fairly large fuel tank in the Q50 Red Sport. It's 20 gallons, so take 20 gallons times 27 miles per gallon. You can probably expect to get about 540 miles out of a tank of fuel in the Q50 Red Sport. Thank you all so much for watching. Not a bad result here from Infiniti. If you want to see more content on the Q50, check the links in the description for our review of the Bose audio system, as well as our full review of the car and a comparison test between the new Acura TLX. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.